Hi.
Okay.
Hi, welcome back to Kids Kitchen. Today we are making chicken and broccoli.
One of my favorites. It's an easy meal to make. Takes a little bit of time, not too much, but it's one of my favorites. It's absolutely delicious. All right, and you like chicken?
Yeah, but not
So
broccoli.
sometimes what I do with this recipe, when there's extra chicken left over at the end, scoot over, is I save some because there's always some picky kiddo that might not really care for what you're making. So I keep some extra chicken and then make some maybe rice or butter noodles with them. So then they could have, their own thing. This is more of a mommy-daddy kind of meal, but it's yummy and it's something easy that kids can help you make. So before we started, and what did we heat up?
I wasn't even here when you
What did we heat up?
Broccoli.
Broccoli, and we also cooked the chicken, yeah. So now what we're going to do is, here's our broccoli. It's already cooked up. And then to the broccoli, right in the pot that you cooked it, we're going to add some of the chicken. So Natalie, let's add some of the chicken.
Some chicken.
Here, ready? Pour some in. And we just cut up the chicken into little chunks.
Is that good?
Yeah, it should be good. Let me see. Let's just get this out. So yeah, we just have chunks, chicken in chunks, and it's okay. So now mix up your broccoli and your chicken. Mix it all up. Stir it up. There you go. Is it all mixed?
Mm-hmm.
Think it's good? All right. So we have our broccoli and our chicken all mixed together.
Is this broccoli and sauce?
Yeah, hold on. We'll get to that. Okay. So now, then we just have a round dish, but you could pretty much use anything, an 8x8 if you want. If you need more, you could use, a bigger, longer glass sheet. All right. So Natalie, pour the broccoli and chicken into our pan.
All of it?
Yep. You dump it. Ready? Get it out. There you go. Okay, let me have that. And then just spread it around so it's even. Look good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then just put that off to the side. So then we have a couple other things we have to make before we do that. So into our broccoli and chicken goes a sauce that we're going to make. So we have 2 cans of Campbell's cream of broccoli soup. So here, Nan, you scoop that out. Here, hold the can and you scoop it out. And you could use 1 can. You could use 2. I like it saucier, so I tend to use the 2 cans. But you could use 1, right? Broccoli soup. Okay, put that in.
It smells good, but it won't taste.
It is good.
It smells good.
You would like it. Give things a try. My New Year's resolution was to cook and bake more. I think I'm doing that. Your New Year's resolution should have been to try more things.
My New Year's resolution was to be nicer to my brothers.
Well, that's always good, too. Okay, so just using the soup can that we have, we are going to add just maybe like 3/4 of a cup of milk. Not a cup of milk, a can of milk. So then dump that in.
Why are we using this can?
Well, just a good estimate. Okay, so now we have our milk in there. So you could use either the spoon or the whisk there to stir it all up. You can use that? Okay.
I like the whisk.
Okay, stir it all up. Give it a good stir. Put this milk off to the side. And again, this is one of my absolute favorite dishes. And if you put some chicken aside for the kids, if they're going to be super picky, that's great. And then I usually like to use, have buttered noodles with this as a side. Sometimes you don't even need a side. Daddy doesn't like sides. He just eats it as it is. But I like to have some buttered noodles. So if you have those buttered noodles, that chicken you put aside for the kiddos makes a nice little
Who doesn't like
quick meal.
Sides make it better, like at the Toy Hotel.
All right, so now,
the Toy Hotel gives toy sides.
What is the Toy Hotel?
It's on a video that I get to watch at Daddy's school.
Oh, at school. Okay, so now can you take this?
And dip it all
Yep,
in.
dump it all in. Try and get all over. And then as it sits, it'll soak down, right? It'll go all the way to the bottom. Okay, put that down. Okay, so here's how it looks so far. We have all of our good stuff in there. The broccoli and chicken are, that's okay, it'll all go together. And then our cream of broccoli soup on top. And now we can't just make it like this. We have to add a nice crumb topping. So we're just going to put that off to the side. And then get our other bowl. And I already started to rip some apart. So we have some bread already ripped apart. But
when
we need...
When we had a HelloFresh, we had to mix bread and milk and meat together.
Yeah, but we're not doing that right now. We're just going to rip up our bread. And then we are going to use butter to mix it all together. So just, usually I use about...
Butter?
Yeah, usually I use about half a loaf of bread. Sometimes a full loaf, depending on how big the loaves are.
Never mind, I can.
Here, yeah, rip apart. I'll help you. And again, it depends on how much breading you really want on top. I tend to like a lot of breading on top. I'm definitely a carb person. I like my potatoes. I like my bread.
I like nothing.
You like stuff. Don't be silly. All right. So here, let's do a couple more pieces. And then if you find you don't have enough of bread.
Oh, if you have too much.
Well, if you have too much, you could always just add it on top. Who doesn't like bread? But you could always make more. So you could, what could you do?
Wait, if we have more or less?
If you need more, what could you do?
You can just break some more and make it.
Yeah, you can make more. So then here I have about a stick and a half of butter, just to hold it all together and to, oh, go ahead, sorry. And to brown it nicely when it goes into the oven. What are you wiping your hands off for? You gotta get down and dirty. Now you have to get in there and you have to scrunch it all together.
No, thank you.
Here, you do some, I'll do some.
No, thank you.
You can't be afraid to get dirty. Are you afraid to get dirty? And it's just butter. You could wash your hands off at the end.
And I didn't.
So you just kind of squish it all together. Right, you do that. See how easy that is?
I did meat once.
You what?
I did meat, milk, and bread.
Oh yeah, because we made meatloaf one time. Maybe we'll have to make that on here.
Oh.
That's not bad. And then sometimes you could tell if
When
you need
don't have enough.
well, if you need more bread by how thick it feels or how like kind of wet it feels from the butter. So you could always rip up some more bread. Never hurts, right?
Get those on the side.
Oh, I got them. But yeah, this is one of my all-time favorites. It's just like a comfort food. I don't know. It just tastes super good, Natalie. It tastes super good. Okay. All right. So now you can help me with this part.
What part?
You bring over your bowl with all the goodness in it, and you just kind of take the breading.
Okay.
And you just kind of sprinkle it all on top. You could leave them as big a chunks as you want. Well, not like super big. But you just break them apart. Little chunks. And just put them on top. So again, from start to finish, it was easy. We cooked up our chicken. Boiled up our broccoli. Mixed those two together. And then we mixed our 2 cans of cream of broccoli soup with some milk. The consistency is up to you on how much you want, how soupy you want it. And then we took about a half a loaf, maybe a little bit more of bread.
I think that's
and
enough
a pound.
for Mommy.
Oh, it'll. And a stick and a half of butter, and combined the bread and the butter, and put it all together. And then since everything is pretty much cooked, except for the breading and the soup mixture, I put it on 375 and just let it cook until the top is brown. And then you'll pretty much see it. Once it's brown on top, you'll know when it's done. And then sometimes you'll even see the soup kind of boil a little bit. But, so that is our...
Can I talk?
Yeah, what do you want to say?
We never had broccoli and chicken that much.
No, we don't have it, but this is one of my favorites. So this is what's for dinner tonight, right?
Not for the kids.
Well, I did save some leftover chicken, like we said, and they can have some buttered noodles. So it's a twofer kind of meal. But yeah,
We
All
have
right?
2 full kinds of meals all the time.
Yeah. Ready? High five. Good cooking. All
No,
right.
Let me do that better.
All right. What do you say?
Oh, bye.
Yeah. Say see you next time on
I'll
Kids
see you next
Kitchen.
time on Kids Kitchen. Thank
Bye.
you for watching.
Yeah, and don't forget, like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.